Alright, next up we got the flush mount floodlights. Now what should we do with these? Well, I mentioned before about the waterproof rating, and all these Auxbeam lights are rated IP67. Now those little spotlights, I dunked them in a bucket of water for about 5 minutes, didn't have any problems. But an IP67 rating is, the 6 means they're completely dust tight, they don't get any dust in them, I don't doubt that. The 7 means that you should be able to dunk these underwater up to 1 meter deep for 30 minutes without any problems. So we're going to go ahead and give that a try. Now these aren't IP68. IP68 you can leave underwater indefinitely. That's what that rating is. These are IP67, so we should be able to put these underwater for 30 minutes with no problem. So that's what we're going to do. Alright, well, we got a bucket of water, we got some lights, we got a clock so we can see how long it's been. And I'm sure there's going to be some trolls typing in the comments, it's not 1 meter deep. Yeah, give me a break. It's a bucket of water, it's what I got. It's going to be alright. So we're going to go ahead and dunk these in. We'll keep an eye on the clock, 30 minutes, and see how they hold up. Alright, here we go. At the clock at 5:01. Alright, we're about 17 minutes into the test, and I did notice a slight problem. Not with the lights, they're still doing fine. The problem's with my camera. If you notice the timer ticking down on that thing, it says I've only got about 11 minutes left on my memory, so we've got a little bit more than 11 minutes to go on here, and I want to make sure we do a full 30 minutes just to say we did. And so I went ahead and set up the GoPro over here on a second stand. So once this camera's ready to shut down, I'll switch over to the GoPro and we can keep the test going. Alright, the other camera's going to shut off in about 15 seconds, so here we are in the GoPro. Just wanted to do this just to make sure. I mean, we're almost to 30 minutes, but I want to go the full time. We don't want those trolls typing in, what's the matter? Did it die at 28 minutes? No, just camera's full of memory. So here we are in the GoPro, and we'll finish the test off. Maybe go a little bit longer. Alright, well there it is. It's been just a little over 30 minutes. Still don't see any signs of water whatsoever behind the lens. Still working fine. I gotta be honest, those little bubbles in the very beginning of the video kinda had me worried, but apparently it was just some air bubbles trapped in the outside of the housing or something, I guess. But 30 minutes in, still looking good. Alright, well there you have it. It's been over 30 minutes, been about 35, 36 minutes, so we've exceeded the 30-minute waterproof rating, so I'd say that did pretty good. Just double check here. I can't see any water or condensation or anything behind that lens. Check this one. Don't see anything in there. Looks good. But we can't stop there. Seeing it in this bucket's got me thinking, what if we go ahead and leave them in there long enough for it to freeze? So, I mean, it's going to take a few hours for this much water to freeze, and that'll give us a much longer waterproof test. And also, hey, we'll see what happens once it's a solid block of ice. Give it a real good extreme cold test. Alright, we're going to go ahead and start the frozen LED test. It's about 9 o'clock on Saturday, so we'll see how long it takes to freeze. But I don't know, it's about 8 degrees Fahrenheit outside, so I'm sure we're not going to have any problem with it freezing up. So we'll go ahead and cover it up. And we'll come back and check on it. Maybe tomorrow and see how it's doing. Alright, it's Tuesday morning. We've got ourselves a big old block of ice. Now I ended up doing a lot longer waterproof test than I'd planned on, so hopefully these things still work. I put them outside on Saturday night, and it's about 8 degrees outside. And by Sunday morning they were about halfway frozen. And started to warm up on Sunday, so they started to thaw back out again. So I had to go to plan B, put them in my chest freezer, and it's now Tuesday morning. And as you can see, it's definitely rock solid now. So let's see if they still work. just kidding. They still work fine. Look at that. Both of them working. It's a beautiful thing. Alright, we've got our drop zone. Let's break some ice. There you go. Alright, well there you have it. We did an extreme underwater test, test the waterproofness. They spent over 24 hours underwater, definitely surpasses the IP67 rating. Did a real good cold test. See, these things are still chunks of ice. They work fine. No sign of water behind the lenses. It's pretty impressive. I'd say there's some pretty good lights. We're on to the next victim.